in a last man standing match is a whole different story. So you're going to have
Welcome to the main event. This is True Ring News Network, your ringside access to WWE news and drama. Subscribe and let's rumble. For weeks, the WWE Universe had been buzzing with questions, rumors, and speculation. Something had happened behind the scenes, an incident shrouded in mystery that left everyone wondering who was truly pulling the strings. The cameras caught glimpses, fragments that hinted at a bigger story, but the full picture remained hidden. Fans debated endlessly, theories spread like wildfire, and every familiar face in WWE became a suspect in the court of public opinion. Yet, amidst all the chaos, the truth had been closer than anyone realized, quietly orchestrating events from the shadows. Heyman's calculated presence. Monday Night Raw began with a sense of tension that could be felt from the moment the first notes of the show played. Paul Heyman, ever the strategist, was seen moving through the backstage corridors with a quiet intensity that betrayed more than his usual calm demeanor. Unlike the performers, whose energy radiates outward, Heyman's presence exuded control and observation. Every step he took, every glance, suggested he was gathering pieces of a puzzle that only he fully understood. While the world speculated about chaos and conflict, Heyman operated with precision, aware of the narratives unfolding in the ring and behind the scenes. A meeting in the shadows. The turning point of the evening occurred when Heyman was spotted gesturing subtly for someone to join him in a restricted area backstage. From the shadows emerged a figure cloaked in mystery. Tall, broad, dressed in black, hood obscuring any identifiable features. There was no introduction, no verbal exchange at first. Just an air of anticipation, the kind of tension that could only be manufactured by a mind accustomed to planning multiple moves ahead. The aura around this man suggested he was not there for idle conversation. He was here with purpose, ready to play a pivotal role in events that were already reshaping the WWE landscape. The whisper that changed everything. Heyman leaned in, speaking in a tone that was barely audible, yet full of intent. The mystery man listened intently, nodding subtly, absorbing each word. The scene felt electric, charged with possibility. Heyman's whispers were more than strategy. They were instruction, direction, a blueprint for action. Every gesture, every subtle cue communicated volumes. It became apparent that the newcomer was not simply joining an alliance. He was being primed for influence, set to impact the WWE Universe in a way that few could anticipate. The unspoken understanding between the two men conveyed experience, calculation, and authority. The power of presence. As the cameras lingered on the interaction, it was clear that the mystery man carried weight in his mere presence. Heyman, a master manipulator and architect of strategy, does not invest in individuals lightly. For him to focus on someone so intently signaled that this was no ordinary encounter. Here was a man whose skills, focus, and determination had caught the attention of one of WWE's most influential figures. And the world, still unaware, was about to witness the early stages of a narrative that could redefine alliances, rivalries, and power dynamics. A subtle approval. In a gesture that drew the most attention from fans analyzing the footage frame by frame, the mystery man nodded once. It was a brief, almost imperceptible motion, but it conveyed agreement, readiness, and a willingness to embrace the plan Heyman had outlined. Such subtle confirmations carry enormous weight in WWE storytelling. They signify a silent contract, a commitment to a larger strategy. Heyman's eyes conveyed satisfaction, a knowing smile forming, as he recognized the readiness of the man before him. The scene encapsulated the essence of his influence, directing from the shadows, shaping the course of action without stepping into the spotlight. Building anticipation. The backstage encounter left an indelible mark on those who watched closely. Even without a name, the presence of the mystery man became a focal point of speculation. Who was he? What role would he play? And how would Heyman's influence manifest in the unfolding weeks? The answers were not immediate, but the foundation had been laid. Every viewer could sense that this was a turning point, that a carefully planned shift in power was quietly gathering momentum. Heyman's patience and strategy suggested that the revelation of the mystery man's purpose would be as impactful as it was inevitable. Shaping futures. The interaction hinted at broader implications for WWE. Heyman's mentorship and strategic foresight implied that the mystery man was more than a simple participant. He was being positioned as a catalyst, a disruptor, a force capable of redefining the hierarchy within the company. Heyman, known for guiding talent to championship heights or strategic prominence, demonstrated that influence extends beyond the ring. By directing, advising, and observing from behind the curtain, he ensures that his plans unfold according to vision, allowing his protégés to execute with precision and purpose. A silent command. Even in moments of stillness, the scene communicated power. Heyman's influence is subtle, yet absolute. The nod, the whispered instructions, the careful assessment of the newcomer, all signaled authority without spectacle. The mystery man, absorbing the guidance, exuded readiness and focus, embodying the principle that preparation and timing often outweigh raw force. The significance of this interaction lies in its quiet execution, the way in which influence and readiness converge before any dramatic action takes place. Setting the stage. As the segment concluded, the audience was left with anticipation rather than resolution. Heyman stepped away, the mystery man moved into position, and the WWE Universe was left speculating. This was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of a carefully constructed arc. The elements were in place: mentorship, strategy, readiness, and opportunity. Each component was essential, creating a layered narrative that promised intrigue, suspense, and dramatic impact in the coming weeks. The impact of influence. Heyman's presence and the emergence of the mystery man highlight a fundamental truth of WWE storytelling. Influence is as powerful as athleticism. Strategy can outweigh brute force, and preparation often dictates outcomes. While fans debated and theories flourished, Heyman quietly engineered the next phase, proving that the most compelling narratives often begin away from the spotlight, in moments of subtle control and meticulous planning. The beginning of a new chapter. By the end of the segment, the WWE Universe was left with a profound sense of expectation. Heyman's guidance and the mystery man's readiness had set the stage for a storyline that promised to challenge assumptions, redefine alliances, and introduce a new layer of intrigue. While the full narrative would unfold over time, the audience had witnessed the inception of a significant arc, a careful orchestration that combined mentorship, strategy, and suspense in a way that only Heyman could execute. Conclusion. The calm before the storm. The encounter between Paul Heyman and the Mystery Man serves as a masterclass in storytelling within professional wrestling. The strategy, preparation, and subtle influence demonstrated in the backstage segment underscore Heyman's enduring impact on WWE. While the audience awaits the full emergence of the Mystery Man, the anticipation alone reshapes expectations, illustrating the power of narrative, timing, and calculated presence. The story is far from over. What began as a quiet, controlled moment backstage is poised to ripple throughout WWE, influencing outcomes, rivalries, and the balance of power. Heyman has shown that even behind the scenes, he holds the strings. And when the Mystery Man steps fully into the spotlight, the landscape of WWE will feel the consequences of his careful orchestration.